Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Sigmalive Hangout. Today we have the honor to have with us the first Cypriot to make it on the 30 under 30 list of Forbes magazine. Welcome, Alex Loizou.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for accepting the invite. I mean, you're a big
Yeah,
shot now, 30 under 30.
Not really.
That is a big deal.
Obviously we're honored, both me personally, but also my team and my co-founders, that the work that we've done over the last 3 years had some effect. But in reality, it doesn't really change anything on our day-to-day. In the end of the day,
I think we should take things from the beginning.
Yeah.
What got you on the list in the first place? What do you do?
So I've got a startup in London. It's basically, it's called Street Hub. Our main consumer proposition is called Trouva.com. The idea behind it was to really develop the technology and the community for independent retailers to be able to access a broader customer base, basically. And that's how we started at the beginning, and that's what we're doing effectively.
Well, it sounds pretty straightforward. What's the speciality behind it? What's so special about Street Hub?
So what we identified at the beginning was that there's some really, really cool shops that are hidden in the urban space of a city, right? So big cities like London, Paris, Berlin, New York. If you just walk around, you'll see really nice shops that sell unique
Independent
items.
shops,
Independent
not chain shops.
No chains. It's really people that were ex-Burberry designers or Michelin star restaurant chefs who decided to build up their own little independent shop to sell items to their customer base. And the big difference between those guys and the chains is that these guys really go out there and find unique stuff. However, there was no real place where you could buy these things. You could only go to the website of the shop if you remember the shop.
And if they have one, because usually small shops don't really invest in.
They increasingly do. However, they are really not that well versed with technology and with online marketing and all that stuff. So we decided that there should be a destination marketplace for these types of shops. And I think the uniqueness of our concept is basically that we gather all the inventory data and then we enable them to sell globally through our website.
Excuse my ignorance, but I would say that I know at least one more online site that does that.
Similar stuff. So there are multiple players out in the market, obviously. And the UK has the most booming e-commerce industry in the world, right? The big difference between us and others is that we really just focus on independent bricks and mortar shops. We focus on those shops that pay their rent every month and are testing their products in the harshest environment, which is the high street.
Not people that work from home, maybe they're doing arts and crafts and they're selling it, or people that are retailers from somewhere else. And
no, our assumption is that if you're paying rent in big cities like London, for example, and if you're still around after recession, then you have proven that you can select the right items. So in comparison with other marketplaces that have millions of products, we only have 15,000. We focus on those products that we feel will give you this different, unique feel. So you can imagine you buy your base from Zara or from Mango in terms of clothing. And then you probably use IKEA to buy the base for your house. Mm-hmm. What we are focusing on is the types of things that express your individuality, the types of things that you will buy to show who you are. And those are unique things.
And is this open to only British shops, or let's say a small shop in, let's say, Nicosia?
Yeah.
Is it open, the platform, is it open for
the
them
way
as well?
we work is we work in clusters. So we started with London only. Mm-hmm. The idea is that at some point we'll expand to Berlin, Paris, New York. We need a critical mass or a certain density of shops in order to make the model work. So we try to go very locally in the selection of the shops. Mm-hmm. And that also helps us in terms of technology, how we can develop more things for them to use in order to make shipping, for example, easier, or logistics or whatever.
And how do you make money out of it? Because it seems like you're a good Samaritan and you help everyone.
Yeah.
But then you're on the Forbes list of 30 under 30, which means you make money.
Yeah.
Where does that money come from?
I mean, obviously we're a startup, we're funded, there's investors behind us, and those guys actually want us to make money. I would do it for free, but I don't think that's a good idea because it's not sustainable in the end of the day. So we charge a commission on anything that we sell, plus there's a joining fee for any shop that wants to join our network, because we want to make sure that they have skin in the game as well, and they want to be part of us.
You're obviously passionate about what you're doing.
Yeah.
But being passionate about what you do doesn't get you on the Forbes microscope, under the Forbes microscope, let alone on the list itself.
Yeah.
What do you think made Forbes magazine take notice of you? You as a company, obviously.
Well, I think, first of all, you need to be passionate about what you're doing, or else you won't be able to perform. Now, there's obviously other stuff. For example, the progression of the business, the space that we are in, the investors that we have, the team as well, I think plays a role. I think we got onto Forbes through some of our investors, might have kind of pushed us as well in there. But I'm very honest about that. But I think that our progression over the last 3 years has shown that we have found a product that people are willing to use, and we have found a way to enable independent retailers to increase their reach. And at the end of the day, that's what counts for us.
Especially in the EU, we know that these are times of recession, as you said before. Is this hub your way of standing behind or helping small businesses against the mega companies that have taken over essentially everything?
Yeah, I mean, from our experience, we've seen that big chains have spent millions in technology. They have spent millions in inventory management system, in shipping, in all the different parts that you need to build in order to make the buying experience as close to what the consumer needs right now. Consumer wants to have some kind of convenience. They want to be able to browse your shop even if the shop is actually closed. So we identified that, technology is something that these independent shops need. And we really respect them in terms of what they are doing and the items that they have, and we feel that there's definitely a value proposition there. So are we helping in that sense? I feel that that's definitely our aim, and if we are, then that's awesome.
Forbes is only one of the 2 awards that you got now?
Well, so there's the Forbes Global, and then there's the new list, which is Forbes Europe. For some reason, they put me in both.
For some reason.
Which is quite nice.
Is it for different reasons that you're on both lists?
So the Forbes 30 on 30, the global one, is just entrepreneurs from around the world, or people that are quite high up in companies that are bigger startups. The European list is specifically just for Europeans, and I guess that one influences the other as well.
You're not saying, so I'm going to put it out there, you're the first Cypriot ever to be on either list.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool as well, right? I mean, it's nice to see, especially the European one actually states the nationality as well. So it's nice to kind of show that there's obviously really successful entrepreneurs out there from Cyprus, Theo Bafidis and all these other guys. And it's nice to see that we can get the country out there and kind of show that, Cyprus has the talent to kind of go into that space as well.
And on that note, I'd like to thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time and
Thanks
speaking
for
to us. And thank you for watching.
Thank you.